The ballroom lights were a mockery, turning the champagne bubbles into tiny, glittering lies. I stood near the exit, the noise of my brother's wedding, a dull ringing in my ears. I felt nothing but the weight of the phone in my pocket. It had been a single, anonymous text sent 7 months ago, a cropped photo of my father's car parked at a secluded lakeside cabin. The timestamp was 2 a.m. The coordinates were specific. My fiancée, Eliza, was in that cabin. Not with me. And my brother, Marcus, was already inside. I deleted the message instantly. No gasp, no dropping the phone. Just a stillness so deep it felt like the very beginning of winter. My heart slowed, turning into a metronome for destruction. The storm wasn't coming. I was already the storm. They had chosen to discard me. I would make sure they were buried in the wreckage. The betrayal wasn't the image, it was the pattern it confirmed. Eliza always praised Marcus, the stable one, the son who inherited the family law firm. Dad always corrected my career choices, whispering that I lacked focus. I saw it now. The sidelong glances between them at family dinners, the sudden synchronized need to step out for fresh air, the way Dad would steer conversations about my future with contingency plans. They weren't just cheating, they were reallocating assets. My life was being liquidated to fund Marcus's convenient, approved narrative. I stared at Eliza over breakfast that morning after the text. She buttered her toast, her eyes innocent. I see you, I thought. Every lie. My shock was a luxury I couldn't afford. My only reaction was a cold, surgical resolve to dismantle their reality piece by piece. The next 3 months were a silent operation. I acted the devoted fiancé, the eager-to-please younger brother. I smiled at Dad's lectures. While they planned a wedding, I was building a cage. I didn't hire a private investigator. They would leave a trail. I used my own skill set, digital forensics, a consequence of my unfocused tech career. I mirrored Eliza's phone while she slept, downloading every encrypted message. I hacked into the law firm's servers, finding the settlement accounts Dad used to shuffle money. The evidence wasn't just infidelity, it was a financial conspiracy. Dad was funneling hundreds of thousands into a shell company, using Marcus and Eliza as directors. Money he claimed was for my inheritance. I printed everything, not on flimsy paper, but preserved digitally, notarized, and sealed in multiple vaults across the country. Each document was a timed explosive. I was not seeking closure. I was ensuring annihilation. The final piece of evidence arrived, a DNA test I'd run on the anonymous thank you gift Marcus and Eliza had sent after our last shared dinner. A wine glass swab. The results confirmed paternity for a child Eliza was already 2 months pregnant with. Marcus's. It was time. I requested a quiet meeting with Dad 2 days before the wedding. I didn't yell. I simply slid a single, laminated document across his mahogany desk. The preliminary filing for a $5 million civil suit for breach of contract and emotional distress, listing himself, Marcus, and Eliza as defendants. It detailed the financial fraud. His hands shook as he read. "You wouldn't," he whispered, his face the color of ash. "The scandal, the firm." "I already have," I stated, completely still. "It's filed in 4 states. The motion to freeze the accounts is already executed. The press release is scheduled for tomorrow at noon." His panic was sweet, a rich dessert. And that led me here, to the wedding, to the moment of performance. "Your brother's wedding was perfect," beamed, recovering his facade just enough. "When are you going to catch up?" His eyes held a pleading terror now, begging me to back down. I raised the glass slowly. I let the silence stretch, watching his hope die one panicked beat at a time. I already had mine last year, I smiled, the expression colder than glass. You just weren't on the guest list. Dad's face at that moment, it collapsed. The realization that I was already married to victory, to justice, to the legal process that was currently dissolving their entire empire. You can't stop it, he choked out, fear overwhelming pride. I already did, I corrected, my voice barely a whisper. I filed an injunction against this marriage an hour ago. Marcus and Eliza can't even sign the license. They're already subjects in a massive federal fraud investigation. This entire perfect day is simply the setting for a massive, very expensive police report. I gave him a look of profound, detached pity. He was trapped, ruined, broken. I walked away, leaving the perfect, shattered wedding behind. My control was absolute. The only thing I felt was the quiet satisfaction of a clean kill.